Hey, happy Children's Day, everyone. I want first of all, start by remembering the victims of this tragic, senseless massacre that happened in Texas a few days ago. I can only imagine what their parents are going through, and what the family and loved ones are going through. And in fact, I can't imagine it. I just ask that you keep them in your prayers. I also want to remember the hundreds of thousands of kids that are suffering and dying from sickle cell disease all over the world. In Nigeria alone, over close to 100,000 die each year before the age of 5 from sickle cell disease. And quite frankly, that was sickle cell disease was never on our radar. We were just focused on brain disorders in kids like autism, cerebral palsy, seizure disorders, and so on and so forth. It was only when we started having kids coming to our clinic who had had multiple strokes before the age of 10. I mean, they were being wheelchaired in, totally paralyzed as a result of strokes from sickle cell disease. That's what caught our attention. And so we decided to dive into it, both hands, both feet, head first, to really understand what was going on. Yes, it's a genetic disease. And most times when we think about genetic diseases, we think there's nothing we can do or not much we can do. But we decided to try anyway. And one of the things that really stuck out was that people, especially children with sickle cell disease or disorder, uh, almost as a rule, and I would say I was go as far as saying that as a rule, they have weak immune systems. They have weak and dysfunctional immune systems. When we saw that, I was like, well, what happens if we decide to strengthen their immune systems? And so we reached out to Mana Relief Ministries, Sam Castor, and we asked for his help. They produce a supplement that has this, it's an extract from the aloe vera leaf. It's called Ace Mannan, and it significantly improves immune function. We decided to try that, and boom, it worked so well in about 80% of kids, especially those below the age of 12. They had significant improvements. They no longer had pains. They no longer had fatigue. They were able to go into school. They were able to play and jump and do whatever kids do. And so we felt it was our responsibility, our our burden really to go to do something about it. So I was so excited. I remember I was so excited. I was calling doctors everywhere, telling them about how this discovery and how we need to start strengthening kids with sickle cell disease, strengthen their immune systems. Well, of course, you can imagine we never really got much enthusiasm back. And obviously, that is not how they treat sickle cell disease. In Nigeria, the two main supplements that are given, the main ways of treatment are antimalarials and folic acid. That's it. Antimalarials and folic acid. In the UK and other places, they give a vaccine for certain infections to prevent those infections. But in Nigeria, as far as I know, they don't do that. Now, if a child has a crisis, they give them fluids, they admit them, they give them pain relievers and all sorts. But the routine meds are just those two. And so we went to the government and we said, well, we need to change this. What can we do about it? Again, the feedback was that that they can't just change policy unless we did research and provided hardcore data to prove that. To their credit, they gave us full permission to do this research and to use supplements to treat kids with sickle cell disease. And so for the past 5 or so years, we've been doing that, both in Lagos and in Abuja and all over the country. People would call in and we would send them stuff, Ace Mannan and such. But so we're about to start a research. I mean, we've done some research already, and we're going deeper and deeper into it. We've been given permission in Lagos and in Abuja to really do a full-scale scientific, international standard research to demonstrate that improving the immune systems of kids with sickle cell disease can significantly improve their health. And that's what we're doing. So we need your support for that. If you want to know more, there's a link probably on our website or just below. I'll probably add it soon. But here's the thing. Think about this. In Africa, we're faced with all kinds of tropical disease, malaria, typhoid. I remember when I came back to Nigeria for the first year, I had typhoid twice. I had malaria like 2 or 3 times in 1 year. I suffered tremendously. I was admitted And I was I was a grown man. I am a grown man. These kids are facing this problem every single day. Both kids who have sickle cell disease and those who don't. Their immune systems are constantly being bombarded. Their bodies are constantly being assailed by these infections, by these viruses, by these bugs. Many of them don't have access to running water, and many of them don't live in very unhygienic circumstances. So think about that. They are weaker, their younger immune systems are being bombarded even more than someone like me. So it's no wonder that before the age of 5, many of them falter and they succumb and die by the age of 5 because of sickle cell disease. It makes no sense to me. No, with what I know now, it makes no sense for them not to be given some kind of support, some kind of empowerment by way of their immune systems, so that they can go out into the world and survive. Each month, many of them come to the clinics all over Nigeria and all over Africa, and they're given folic acid and antimalarials. Well, why don't we also give them something that strengthens their immune system? It's kind of like in the military, because I have a military background, sending out soldiers to war without giving them ammunition, without giving them armor protection. How they survive? They'll be massacred. In the same way, we're sending out these kids without any support for their army, their internal army, and hoping that they survive. I think we can do better than that, and that's why we're doing what we're doing. So again, thank you for your support through the years. We ask for more support. Check our link, whether it's donations or finances or whatever it is. Just reach out to us, and would really appreciate it. So God bless. Have a great day and a great weekend, and happy Memorial Day for those of you in the United States. Take care. Bye.